Well, I just had a really weird appointment. So I just had my 16-week appointment and we got the ultrasound. Of course, we get an ultrasound every time you go to the doctor in Japan, or the OBGYN, I guess you can classify it as. And I very clearly saw the gender on there. And the doctor too was like, is this kana? But he said that it's still a little bit too early to officially tell, so we'll see. But I mean, like, I've had enough ultrasounds, so I'm pretty sure I've got an idea. But yeah, everything's going well otherwise. I'm looking forward to the next appointment when we can officially identify the gender. So right now I'm only going once a month. So in a month, which will be in June, I will have like the anatomy scan. So I guess we'll find out then what's going on. But yeah, it's okay. I had to have like a heart test. So like they hook you up to like a little monitor and like read your heart waves or something. The lady kind of like messed it up because she reversed the little nodes that they put on you. And so like they kept like getting like bad readings and like, and then like someone more experienced came and then she was like, oh no, you switched the nodes. So they switched that and everything was fine. So yeah, just a little hiccup there made me kind of nervous, but yeah, I think in the end it worked out. So that's good. Oh, another thing is that, so from now on, the belly's getting big enough that I don't have to have like the transvaginal style ultrasound. Usually that's what they give you every time until you're around 16-ish weeks, I guess, or depending on how big your fundus is, which is like the curve of your belly and how far up the uterus has come. So yeah, now I have to remember to wear like 2 pieces instead of a 1 piece when I come in, so that I don't have to like lift up my entire dress and show everything. So yeah, that's just one thing I gotta keep in mind. It's kind of annoying because it's gonna start getting hot soon, so I prefer to wear dresses, especially later on in pregnancy when everything gets huge. But yeah. And now that I get to use like the regular ultrasound, they actually do this really cool thing. Since partners aren't allowed to come to the appointments now, if I give them a mini USB drive, they'll like record the entire session. So then I can take it home and show it. So yeah, I'll maybe be able to start uploading footage. Next time I'll bring it and then we can record, and that will be the anatomy scan. So that's exciting. Hey guys, well, it's middle to end of June and I just got back from my very important anatomy scan, and I've got some disappointing or like surprising news, I guess. So up until this point, we were really thinking the baby was one gender, and in fact, I think the last time I filmed about this, which was about a month ago when I had my last appointment, the doctor was like pretty sure that we saw clearly what the gender was. However, this time when I went in for the scan, well, first of all, baby was not cooperating at all. They were like turned away towards the back and they were sleeping. So I was a little disappointed because, you know, I was really hoping to find out once and for all what we were actually having. So in America, for my last 2 pregnancies, I was able to take a blood test, which was like also to look for some genetic markers in case there was some disorder or something the child was carrying, which obviously was negative in those cases. But in addition to that, you can also find out the gender. So I always found out really early on, like I knew by 12 weeks for the last 2 babies I had. They don't do that blood test here in Japan. They just don't offer that as part of the prenatal care here. So, I mean, it does cost some extra money. It was about $100, I think, per test in America, but still. So I wasn't able to get that test for this pregnancy. So I just had to find out the good old-fashioned way, which is on ultrasound. But again, baby was not cooperating at all this time. Oh, kids distracted me. Okay, so what was I saying? So yeah, so for this time, baby wasn't cooperating at all. And when he did like scan briefly over like the genital region, let's say, he was going over it like, because the baby's legs were kind of like scrunched up or like crossed like this in front. But like there was one point where he scanned over it and he said, and like when I was looking on the scan too, I was like, yeah, actually it really does look like I don't really see anything there. So now I'm really confused. We're all really confused because here I've been going along pretty certain it was a this whole time, but now it's kind of looking like maybe that's not the case. I really just have no idea at this point. I just feel so confused. My head is like, oh, what's going on? So actually, honestly, up until this point, I've been basically planning for I haven't really bought a lot of stuff, but I did buy a couple of things from America, which were like kind of gender neutral, but maybe more leaning towards the boy side. And like, of course, all of the clothes I do have saved up are boys stuff. So like now I'm like kind of getting worried and nervous. I won't be able to have another scan or appointment for another month. So not until July, like middle of July. So I'm going to be waiting for a whole other month here now to see what officially it is. And like, hopefully baby will cooperate during that scan so that we can figure out what we're actually having. But yeah, this is like really messing with my head. I'm really scrambling my brain right now. So maybe it's possible we will be having after all. I mean, because what are the chances of us having 4 boys in a row, right? Yeah, so anyway, that's where we are at this point. Yeah, just feeling really thrown for a loop here. Honestly, I wasn't expecting this at all. I'm very shocked and surprised. But, you know, like when I think about it, like having a girl would be pretty nice actually, because both of my boys are super energetic. They fight a lot. They're just very like rough and tumble. And I could go for some like quiet, calm girl energy right about now if I really am being honest with myself. So I guess we'll see. But yeah, it's going to be another month now. And yeah, doctors can't figure out what I'm actually having. So a little bit frustrated. On the positives though, I did have a meeting. So about 2 months ago, I had to reserve my spot to give birth at this private clinic, as I think I explained in a previous video. So like all of that went through, and this time around I was able to have like a meeting with a nutritionist who gave me a bunch of information and pamphlets and stuff like that, and just like went over some information with me about like just maintaining a healthy diet, making sure I'm getting balanced meals. And she was saying like, don't gain too much weight because like that will put extra stress on the placenta, and given your history, you know, I had this placental abruption which caused me to have a stillbirth for my second child. So she was like really warning me, saying like, hey, like make sure you don't gain too much weight. So yeah, in Japan they really get on women for gaining too much weight, and it's like a really big deal. They don't want women to gain more than like 10 kilos, I think, if your average BMI, which I am. And yeah, I'm a little nervous about that. I'm not sure how we're gonna do with that, but I did get a cute picture. Let me just grab that now. So this is the baby. Yeah, it's cute. It's like sucking its thumb or something. Got its hand up by his face. Yeah, so it's really cute. It's kind of hard to see. So they do 3D scans for all ultrasounds. Like once you hit the point where you don't need to have a transvaginal ultrasound anymore. So yeah, the skin printouts that we get are kind of weird and alien looking, but it's really cute to see them like in person live on the screen, because like they're moving around a lot, and yeah, it's adorable. But yeah, all in all, I'm just feeling really confused right now and not sure what's going on exactly, but I guess I'll check back in next month for my next appointment. I think from July I have to go in every 2 weeks. So right now I'm still just going in once a month, but from next month it's going to be every 2 weeks. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Hey guys, whew. I just got back from my doctor's appointment. It's July, let's see, is today July 4th? Oh, it's America's birthday. But anyway, so I just had another appointment and everything went really well this time, and we finally got to see the gender of our baby. Now, I'm not going to tell you exactly, but I'm just going to say I was pleasantly surprised, because I think in the last update that I filmed, I had mentioned that we were kind of thrown for a loop because they had told us before that it was possibly one gender, and then after that they were saying, oh no, it's the other gender. So I was like really confused. I'm like, oh, what do I do? Because I'm someone who really likes to start planning in advance, and like I want to have like supplies and stuff kind of squared away. Oh, sorry, it's so hot. I'm like just sitting in my air conditioning. If you can hear the air conditioning motor behind me, and like my hair is so frizzy because it's so humid in Japan right now. But anyway, yeah, so I'm just a little over 25 weeks. Actually, no, I'm almost going to be 26 weeks tomorrow. And we finally confirmed 100% sure what we're going to have. So I think in the next video after this one, I'm going to be doing some like gender old wives tales and testing some of them out. And then the video after that is going to be the final reveal, where we tell you guys what we're having. Yeah, I'm really excited now. Finally, I know 100% for sure what we're going to have. And yeah, baby was doing much better this time for the ultrasound. They were facing forward so like we could see everything really clearly. I'm like, no doubt about it at this point. So it's just really exciting. Yeah, I'm stoked. Finally, we know what we're going to have, and we can just move forward and move on. And not worry. But yeah, it took a really long time. Most people would have found out probably about a month before me, like if it was normal. So yeah, this baby really kept us on our toes, but now we know what we're having, and I'm super happy and excited and stoked. I bet a lot of you guys are going to be shocked and surprised. So I just put a poll out recently and people voted for it. So for this time around, we couldn't get a really clear shot like when they took the photo, but we did get like a good picture of the ear, if you can see it right there and kind of in the middle of a picture. So yeah, baby was hiding their face. I think because the placenta is kind of in the front this time, so oftentimes it blocks out a lot of the view. So, but anyway, yeah, there's the cute little ear. It's like a little apricot. It's so adorable. Yeah, that's all for this update. It was a lot of confusion, a lot of back and forth, but finally we know, and I'm really excited to share with you guys. So stay tuned for 2 videos from now where I'm going to announce what our baby is going to be. So remember to like and subscribe to this channel, and I will see you soon. Bye.